Hello guys, Foxilify here, and today we are back for another video. So today guys, we are back for a Fallout 4 video. Now this is going to be something quite similar but quite different to anything that I've done before. Now guys, I've noticed that my videos that I've been talking about Fallout 4 and mainly been just talking about things in Fallout 4 have been really popular on my channel, and it shows that you guys are really liking that sort of stuff. And I figured, you know, why stop? Why start uploading other things, irrelevant things that I've been uploading recently, like, you know, FIFA videos and stuff, trying to find new inspiration in games. Well, I've got one right outside my doorstep, which is really bringing in you guys, and you guys are really enjoying. So guys, I've been getting really bored of Fallout now. If you guys don't know, I completed this game and I got it to 100% on trophies. I did literally everything that I could, even stupid things like scoring 100,000 points on a DLC. I did all the DLC quests and everything. I did all of that, and I just kind of got bored of the game and realized, you know, there was nothing more to do. But I've never have I been so wrong in my life, guys. There is so much to do on this game. And today guys, I'm going to be bringing you guys 5 different things that you guys can do when you complete the game, just to add a few more hours of gameplay to Fallout 4, and potentially, you know, give you more stuff to do. Now some of these might be a bit obvious for you guys. Some of you might have already done this stuff, and some of you might not know anything that I'm about to discuss in this video. But please guys, don't click off this video, stay on, because then you might learn something. And it's always nice just to I talk to you guys as well, so please leave a comment guys on what you guys think would be a good thing to do when you complete the game. I'll definitely read into them. If I get enough comments on things that you guys think I've missed, I'll make a part 2 on this, guys. So anyway, let's jump straight into the video. Okay guys, so one thing that I can recommend you guys to do when you've completed the game and you've done all of the story is to go and explore the map. Now the game offers so many places to explore with some really cool things like Easter eggs and all sorts, just to keep you entertained for those few more hours in the game. And a lot of people forget about this and they start getting bored of the game and start to, like, you know, stop playing it. And I think this is a really silly idea to do, guys, because this game offers so much to do. If I had to recommend one place, guys, to explore, it would either be exploring the glowing sea, which is really cool, guys, because it's really expansive. There's so much down there, so much weird stuff. You also get a lot stronger enemies, so if you are willing just to XP grind, that is the place to go. Or Quincy Ruins. Now this is one place that I really enjoyed exploring, because you get a bunch of gunners here, and you do get a bunch of like high leveled gunners spawning around here, which is really good again if you want to XP grind. And it's also just a really cool place. The place is basically destroyed, filled with gunners, and it actually took me a couple of attempts end game to actually complete it. Now that might have just been because I was under leveled, I had a lack of guns, but I would say that it's definitely a challenge worth doing. Okay, now the second one might be quite obvious for you guys, but my second option for what to do if you've completed the game is to actually go and build a base. Now this is something that a lot of people don't do, and it's an opportunity that you get in the game that a lot of people forget about. I've done this a couple of times on different accounts. When I've completed the game, I've just basically made a base. I've added mods as well, just so I don't have to sit there and try and gather the materials. I can just get them immediately and then build to the skies. It is really cool, some of the stuff that the game offers for you to do with the building mechanics. 2 places that I would recommend making a base is either Sanctuary or Spectacle Island. Now these 2 places are really cool. Spectacle Island is one place that I've genuinely used. It is really big. It's surprisingly big. I wouldn't recommend the terrain too much. The terrain is very bumpy. I'll put it on screen real quick what it looks like, where it is on the map or whatever. But yeah, it is a really bumpy terrain. But if you use things like foundations and stuff, I can tell you guys, you are going to have fun with a build place like this. And there's so much creativity that you can have with this. Really creative minds will be able to do some amazing things with this. Now the third one obviously is quite an obvious one, and it aims more for people who are completionists, but my third one would definitely be to 100% the game. Now I'll put it on screen real quick, guys, to prove it to you guys. Now I've actually completed all of this. It was really difficult, but I did manage to do it. And it is definitely worth a challenge. Some of the stuff that they add in there are definitely designed to give you a few hours to actually complete them. Now, one thing that I noticed is that this is apparently the same as Skyrim. Now, I've never played through Skyrim, but it's clear that Bethesda like to give you a few more hours of playing time once you've completed the game, and it's definitely worth doing. Now, if you go to your friends and you tell them you've got 100% on Fallout 4, chances are, if they've played Fallout 4, they are definitely not going to have 100% unless they've worked their asses off to get 100% on the game. It definitely took me a good couple of days to complete. More than that, I'd say. I was racing my friend as well, so we were definitely going a lot faster than we wanted to. But yeah, I actually ended up beating my friend, and now he still hasn't completed the game because I think he lost hope. But some of the things you have to do to complete this 100% are crazy. I'd say the hardest one is with the DLC Nuka World. There is one where you've got to use a shooting range in Nuka World, and you've got to get 100,000 points, I believe it is, or 250,000. I can't remember, but I will put it on screen. The actual mission itself, and when you complete it, it took me about 5 or 6 hours of just shooting these signs. I know it sounds really sad, guys, but trust me, the fact that I've done that alone shows that, you know, I've went past the barrier of actually doing it, and it really did feel good when I finally got that 100%. Now, if you guys don't have the DLCs, do not worry. You can get the platinum without having the DLCs. The DLCs is purely so you get it saying 100%, but I think you get about 90% of story, and then you basically get the trophy, the platinum trophy, which is great. So you don't even need the DLCs, which I really do like about this. And when I did complete the story 100% achievement, I basically still went on to do the DLCs just because I thought, you know, I wanted to get the absolute best experience I could possibly get out of the game and completely suck the life out of the game and everything that it offers. Now, the fourth one is kind of a bit more of a boring one, but it still just adds a few more hours to the game, and I think I had to do this, especially for the DLCs, for the 100% completionist trophy, but that is actually collect everything. Now, the one thing that this game offers is things like bobbleheads and comics. Now, if you go around, some of them are hidden in some really, really weird places, considering they're tiny little books scattered around a map that is completely huge. I don't know exactly how big the map is, but it's definitely very big. It would take you a good 20 to 30 minutes to walk from one side to the other. Now, one thing I would recommend is looking on a site like to, you know, where to find them. I do know as well that some of the comics and the bobbleheads are actually locked. You need to actually do a certain mission, like do a certain few missions to actually get some of them. Like, I know one of them, for example, I don't know what bobblehead it is, but one of them you actually have to go through the insane asylum in Fallout to actually get to it, which is really cool because it means, you know, you have to actually do missions to get them all, which again opens a couple more hours and actually gives that little bit more entertainment to the game, so you're not getting bored as fast. And it's also pretty cool when you've got your bobblehead collection absolutely complete and you can stick it in your base for everyone to see. Now, last but definitely not least, guys, now this one's the only one that actually involves you guys actually spending a bit of money here, but one thing I would recommend this highly is to buy the DLCs. Now, one thing that put me off is the season pass was a lot. Now, one thing that was really annoying is that the DLC packs, like the season pass and stuff, is always going up and down in price. So sometimes it'll be about a tenner, you can pick it up. Sometimes it'll be 20 to 30 quid. Now they've added the Game of the Year edition for £20 actually in game. That's for me in England. I don't know what it'd be in GameStop and stuff. But yeah, guys, it was like really good. I picked it up the second I got the chance. And you actually end up saving a bit of money. You get the game and the season pass for cheaper than you would get the season pass alone. And it was really cool because when I picked it up, I got straight to work and started doing all the DLCs and stuff, and I can tell you now, guys, it adds so much more to the game. You get new companions, new guns, so much more stuff, so much more loot and stuff like that you can get in the game. So much more is added to the game. You get different Nuka Colas, all sorts, guys, it adds. That's with Nuka World, that is, and that's just Nuka World. Far Harbor gives you more armor. Automatron gives you the ability to have robots as companions. So if you do want to get the full experience out of the game, I recommend getting the DLCs because they're not just a couple of missions. They do add a lot more to the game and can potentially make you stronger and just add more to the game. Also, I do know the DLCs, the cheaper DLCs like Contraptions Workshop and stuff, allows you to, it actually makes the game easier for you because you get to make conveyor belts, which you can basically generate ammo for a small fee. You guys can basically make ammo and mass produce it, and basically those days where you're sitting there going around Fallout trying to find ammo so you can actually go on a mission, you're making it yourself, guys. You're mass producing ammo, so you're never short of a few bullets for your gun. Now, guys, that is everything I've got to say about things that you guys can do when you've completed the game. That is pretty much everything that I did when I completed the game, and I did get a good few days more experience out of this. Now, if you are willing to grind a game, of course you're not going to have much time, because when you grind a game, you end up getting very bored of it quite quickly, commonly, especially with Fallout. Okay guys, then that is everything that you guys can do when you complete the game. Now obviously when you complete the game, it seems like there is nothing else to do because you don't really get any more missions. The main storyline is kind of what keeps you going throughout the whole game, but there is honestly so much more. Now this is only 5 things that I can recommend that you guys actually do in the game, but honestly guys, there is so much more to do. Please again leave a comment down below if you guys have anything else that you guys did when you completed the game which added a few more hours to your experience. And I honestly really enjoyed this game, and I kind of forgot just how much this game offers. I will be making more videos about this, probably a bit more like this, where I'm talking and maybe doing like top 5s and how-to guides on Fallout 4, because honestly I played this game for a while and I do know quite a bit about it, and it'd be cool to share my experiences on what I've done, where maybe like guides, walkthroughs, things like that. But yeah guys, I've been Foxzillify, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.